Okay, is this camera working? Yeah, it is. Okay, I am back with another resin update, and this is also my first polymer clay update. I used to do polymer clay a few years ago, and then I kind of fell out of it because I didn't really have any use for it, but now I can put it in resin, so that's fun. So I did a few pieces this week, not a whole lot of stuff. First is some leftovers from last week that I demolded. They're all just kind of test pieces. I had like a whole bunch of clear resin left over. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this guy. Whatever, that's the best you're going to get. Is this. It's just like a clear... Here, I guess if I touch it to the background. And just scribbled some India ink on it. And this wasn't even like a full mold, I just like demolded it because I was like annoyed having it in the mold. Same with this guy. And this guy. They don't even have anything on it, so I'm not even going to bother focusing. They're all just like generic gems with like scribbles on it. And then, well, I guess this one I'll try to focus on. There's like a tree in there that I just kind of drew with a toothpick. And this guy has a tree as well. Yeah, whatever, I don't know if you can see them. But yeah, I don't intend to do anything with those. They're not even full molds, they're just like halfway filled. And then, some more leftover pieces from this week. I got this kind of a gray one. It kind of looks like polished rock when you hold them up to the light. There's like some chunks left in them, but whatever. This is really, maybe if I move the camera back. I don't want it to fall off the desk. I've got a really small working area today. Oh my god. Whatever. It's doing its best. And I got just a white one. Whatever, it's just kind of a white rectangle. And I got these two, which I wish I had mixed them the same, because I would have made like a pair of earrings out of them. But, see, I got this guy who's like white, and this guy is kind of slightly more clear, so they're not exactly the same, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe if I hold it up to the blue, you can see that they're not quite the same. This guy's a little bit more see-through. But if I made them the same, I would have made them into a pair of earrings, but now I just got some dumb leftovers. Oh well. And then, first off, just gonna move these guys all the way. And so, I'll start off with my fail for the week. I only had one fail this week, which is pretty good. It's this guy. It's Chimeco. I put them in a bottle. This is the largest glass bottle I had. I made them with the intention of them fitting in the size down bottle, but it didn't come anywhere close. And when I was testing out if you fit inside the bottle, I have two brands of bottles, one from Dollarama and one from Dollar Tree, and he fit inside the bottles that I got from Dollarama, but I didn't bother testing him in the Dollar Tree ones because I thought they were the same size, but he was just a tiny bit too big for the ones for Dollar Tree, which is kind of a bummer because Dollarama only has small ones, and the Dollar Tree one has bigger jars. And so when I squished him in, he fit without any paint or without any glaze, but once I glazed them and stuff, he no longer fit. And I don't know how well you can see that there's like a massive scrape on the back there. And I tried to paint it while he was inside the bottle, but I ended up getting paint all over the inside, and so the bottle's all cloudy. And he touches the bottom, and there's a bit of water on the bottom too because of when I was trying to wash the paint off the sides with my paintbrush. And he doesn't even fit, he doesn't dangle. So he's a fail. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I might take Chimeco out. I might and reuse the bottle, but I already glued the eye pin in. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't think he's going to be for sale. Maybe I'll show him off, and if somebody asks to buy him, I'll sell him, but whatever. And then I have another polymer clay. I've got this guy. It's really cute. I love how he turned out. This is Drifloon. Come on, focus. There we go. Drifloon from Pokemon. And he got some wire for his little strings there. And I made him a little bell. That's like completely out of focus, but whatever. There's a little bell on top. And he's super cute. And the bell was going to go on Chimeco because Chimeco's like a wind chime. But since Chimeco didn't work out and I didn't want to waste the bell idea, I ended up putting him on Drifloon. I thought that would still be cute. And normally I give the choice between what to make them into, but I figured since Drifloon's so delicate, kind of jiggling around inside that bottle there, I just made him into a necklace because I didn't think he'd be durable enough to be made into a keychain, because keychains kind of have to deal with a lot of rough and tumble, like when they're thrown into bags and stuff, so whatever. I love the Sinnoh Pokemon. I guess mostly for nostalgia, because I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon when I was little, so my first Pokemon gen that I really got into was Sinnoh, and so I love Sinnoh Pokemon. It holds a special place in my heart. And so that's Drifloon. Drifloon will be for sale. He's not up in my shop yet. Probably won't be by the time I upload this video, but I have like 4 subscribers, so it's not like anybody's going to see this video before I upload it, before they're in the shop. Maybe like 5 people will see the video tops before they're in the shop. Anyways, I got a new mold. It's Han Solo in carbonite mold. I made this for my dad. Well, my dad bought me the mold because he loves Star Wars and he wanted me to make one of these, so he bought me the mold. So I made this, and this is just kind of a mix of gray and brown eyeshadows. So it's a little bit see-through, not like light shines through it, but you can't see through it. That's kind of what I'm trying to explain. And it comes in these little ones, but I also have, here's the mold itself. Will this even come close to fitting on camera? We'll find out. That's how big I can make the mold. I can make it like this big. Here's like for comparison, here's like my hand. It's about the length of my pointer finger, I guess. And I have these little ones. And so I made Dad a keychain with little ones. And these guys, I think I'm going to put these up for in my shop, but they'll be made when you purchase them because I don't really have a lot of followers on Tumblr who are into Star Wars. They're mostly into cute things. So they'll be offering them in different colors and stuff. If you want like pink and Solo carbonite for some reason, you can get that. So yeah, he's really cute. And he's so smooth. The mold fits like, if I use a teaspoon measurement, it fits perfectly with like only a tiny bit of excess, so that's nice. I didn't even have to dome this, I just let it dome itself inside the mold. It was perfect. It's great. And then, let's see what I have here. I have these 2 guys here. These are Poliwag. Yeah, Poliwhirls, the evolved ones. So these guys are Poliwag. And these guys, they look a whole lot bigger than they actually are because the resin, the way the light reflects inside the resin, made them look huge. They're actually about half that size when I sculpted them. But when I put them in, they turned out huge. And so I put some colorful beads in the bottom for gravel. And they've got a lot of micro bubbles in them, but I'm not too worried about that because it's because it's water, so I'm not worried about the micro bubbles. And so we got this guy, he's up higher, and this guy kind of stuck down a bit. And both of these guys, you'll have the option of making them into a keychain or a necklace. Because they're filled with resin and they're not dangling around, I'm not worried about them being too delicate. They're pretty solid. So these guys can be keychains or necklaces when you buy them. I really loved how these guys turned out. They're super cute. And then I have, oh man, I'm exhausted. I just ran up the stairs like twice. I'm really out of shape. I have Diglett in a jar. Oh my god. Come on, focus on Diglett. Focus. Whatever. It's Diglett in a jar. I sculpted a little Diglett, stuck him in some beads for dirt, and now we've got tiny little Diglett in a jar. Of course you cannot see the bottom because nobody knows what a Diglett looks like in the bottom. And yeah, this guy's available as keychain and necklaces too. Keychains and necklaces. And this is the smallest jar that I had. This is about, Diglett is about the size that the Polywags were. But look at the size difference. Look how much bigger Polywag looks than Diglett, but they were about the same size when I sculpted them. And then I have this piece, which, focus. This is Whooper. I sculpted a little Whooper and I put him inside this donut mold. And what I did, focus. Guess I can't film at such close range, it's the best I got. Anyways, there's Whooper. What I did was my auntie got me this donut mold. And so what I did was I did one half of the donut mold. I did fill with beads. I put these little green foam pieces that I cut up in there as like plants. And then once that hardened, I turned that upside down onto another donut mold that had just clear resin and the Whooper Sculpey polymer clay thing. I put them in here. I'm not too sure what I think about this. I feel like I should have put Whooper in after I let it harden for a bit so he'd be a bit further back from the top. But maybe I'll make this into like a necklace with like a bead plug. I'm not sure. And there was a huge, massive bubble right down here. It filled up like the whole area. But the bubble went off to the edge, so I just put a few drops of resin in there. You can't even tell that there was ever a bubble there. There's a lot of other big bubbles, but they're still circular shaped. This one was like a huge, massive like clump of, like it wasn't even a bubble, it was like an air pocket. So I filled that up so you can't even tell. So there's a few bubbles and there's like stuff, but I think it's pretty cute. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Maybe a keychain because it's pretty solid. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If anybody has ideas, let me know. I don't know. That's Whooper. And then here, this piece, I love how it turned out, but I don't know how it's going to show up on camera because it's clear. Come on, focus. Whatever. So this is like a forest with Gengar, a silhouette, and a Ghastly silhouette. And so what I did is I put down a layer of clear resin, and then I drew some trees on it. And then I put down another layer of resin, but this time I had a bit of white eyeshadow mixed in it, so it was a little bit foggy. Then did some more trees. And then I did another foggy layer, and then some more trees. And Gengar and Ghastly, they're on the middle layer. So it kind of looks like you're looking back into a foggy forest. That turned out pretty good. I'd like to do it again if I ever get any of that clear paper, but it's so expensive, oh my god. And so, if I can ever get that, I'd like to do it again with like some digital art because the resin kind of wipes away some of the ink. I used like a pen, I didn't let it dry all the way, so on the back side kind of wiped it away. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this guy either because he's a little bit thin for an eye screw. He's a little thin, and I made him with the intention of him being double-sided, but this side isn't quite as nice as this side, I think. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put like a white back on this because it only looks good on white, or maybe just I don't know, maybe I'll put some sort of back on here and like a bail whenever my bails come in the mail. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to sand down these corners because they're super duper sharp. But I don't know what I'll make them into. Maybe a keychain or necklace. Again, if anybody has any ideas for this piece, let me know. Oh yeah, I guess he's kind of focus here. I like this piece, turned out cute. And then here's an unfinished piece This is why this stuff isn't in the shop yet, because this piece isn't finished and I like to upload them in sets. But this ball here, that's ghastly. And what I've been doing is I've been painting a purple smoky layer around, I'll do like a layer of clear resin, and then I'll paint a little bit of purple smoke and some glitter on each layer. And so it will become like the gas around him. You'll probably see this in the next update, hopefully. I think he'll be done in about 4 days, maybe 2 or 3, 4 days. So once he's all covered up, he's still sticking out there, but once he's all covered up, I'll pop him out. He's going to be super thick, but it's going to be cute. I'm excited to see what he looks like. It's really hard to see the smoke because it's purple on a purple mold. So I'm really excited to see what he looks like once he's taken out. And this one, it's time to actually demold it right now. This one I made for my auntie because she bought me the molds and the glitter. So I haven't seen what it looks like out of the mold, so I'm going to take it out right now. Okay. Come on out. I don't want to bend it because it's only been 12 hours. It's still a tiny bit bendy, but come on out. Here we go. This looks pretty cool. There. It's a matte finish mold, so it's not shiny at all. But what I did was I sculpted this frog and put him in there. My auntie loves frogs, so what I did is I sculpted this frog and put him in there. And I put these, and then I drew these tadpoles on different layers. So there's 3 layers of tadpoles. It's really dimensional, the tadpoles, but I don't know if you can tell. And since it's not, since I haven't domed the top yet, it's still pretty dull, so you can't see the texture on the bottom. But the back I actually made with graham cracker crumbs to make like a sand. So that's what the front will hopefully look like once I done that. And I put some little green sparkly bits in the back for like plants and stuff. I'm going to turn this into a magnet for her. And I also have, where did they go? Right here. These lily pads, which I plan to put squish on top of them. Probably something like this. Let me arrange them. When I dome it, I'm going to squish these lily pads on top that I made with Sculpey. And so it's going to look something like that. And maybe I'll put this lily pad down here. Yeah, I think this looks nicer. It'll be something like this. That's what it's going to look like. So I'm getting a video of this now because it'll probably be gone by the time I do my next video. So maybe I'll try to get a picture to include in the next video or something, but yep, that's how this piece is. I really like how it turned out. Can't wait to dome it. I'm going to do that right now, right after I turn off the camera. Okay, that has been, I don't know how long that's been, but thanks for watching my video. See you next week if I make more stuff. Bye. Alrighty, I just wanted to show this before I uploaded the video. This is what it looks like domed. You can really see the texture of the ground a lot better. And the farther back tadpoles are a lot more visible. I just put the resin on, so I can't pick it up or anything, but it's super nice. I really like how this is going to turn out. I hope my auntie likes it. Look how shiny it is. My room's so dusty though, so that shininess probably won't last very long. But it's super duper nice. I like how it turned out. Here's hoping I won't mess up the doming again somehow, because I messed it up a lot. But it's going to be a magnet, so the back's not important. Okay. I just wanted to show you all that. Bye.